Little silver discs. They've sorta had their run. CD, DVD, even Blu-ray, feeling the heat of streaming, delivery, and digital download. But that said, when you want the best video quality in your home TV room, you still gotta pop in a disc. I'm Brian Cooley with the top 5 Blu-ray players, according to CNET review scores. And all of them, by the way, do a lot more than just great high def. Number 5 is the Samsung BD D6700. We love its huge array of streaming services. It has dual HDMI outputs. You'd use that if you want to run separate, dedicated video and audio feeds out of it to different gear. It's got a generous 1 GB of onboard memory for features like BD Live, and it can be controlled from an app. Well, what can't these days? On the other hand, it's stubbornly pricey at around $270 in a world filled with $175 Blu-ray decks. Number 4 is the Sony BDP S580. This guy has about the best array of streaming services, except it's missing MLB.com. It has built-in Wi-Fi as well. It's fast, which is really important when you're hopping around all the features and chapters of a data-heavy Blu-ray disc. There's also an iPhone and an Android control app, and they're free. Unlike the Samsung we just talked about, it doesn't do 2D to 3D conversion, but we think that's kind of a joke anyway. The biggest drawback on this guy is Sony's custom interface for getting to all the connected stuff. It could be the worst in the business. Classic Sony, but the rest is great. Number 3 is the LG BD670. It's kind of the opposite of the Sony. It has a tremendous, easy-to-use interface for all the online services. Also built-in Wi-Fi, but no onboard memory for accessing BD Live online content. But we seldom find ourselves doing that anyway, so who cares? Same lack of silly 2D to 3D conversion. Look, basically this guy plays the hits. It does all the important stuff well and leaves the gimmicks to the other ones. The number 2 best Blu-ray player right now is the Panasonic DMP BDT210. Built-in Wi-Fi again, great streaming services, including MLB, and a price right there in that $180 sweet spot. All great, but sealing the deal on this guy is that it's the fastest Blu-ray player we've ever tested. Fast at loading and navigating discs. If you haven't tried a Blu-ray deck, you don't realize how important that is. There's also a touch-free disc tray loading technology that's a little bit much, but overall, this is our favorite Blu-ray disc player. Now hold that thought. Before I bring you to number 1, what are you going to feed your new Blu-ray deck? We just revised our list of the top 40 Blu-ray discs. These are great transfers the studios really sweated over instead of just shoveling. The kinds of discs that make you remember why you still have a big old bookcase full of DVDs in your TV room. Go check it out. Okay, remember I said a minute ago that the number 2 Panasonic BDT210 was our favorite Blu-ray player. So what's above that? The Value King, that's who, the Sony PS3 Slim. That's our number 1 pick. At just a few bucks more than the number 5 Samsung deck, you'll get a solid Blu-ray player, a high-def game console, living room web browser, AV streaming machine, and all of that wrapped up in an easy-to-use interface that we like a lot. Now, you can't play PS2 games on this guy, and only Bluetooth universal remotes work with it, which is weird. But if you're going to go to get the most for your money, this is the machine for you. To catch the latest CNET reviews of all the Blu-ray players, go to CNET, click on Home Video. They're all in there. And for more top 5s like this one, go to top5.cnet.com. I'm Brian Cooley. Thanks for watching.